Pop Evil. So how you doing, man?
Doing good. I'm excited to be back. Interview with you. It's a good day.
It's my pleasure, man. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So how's life treating you?
Pretty normal. Pretty normal. It's springtime, so I'm excited for some warm weather, so I can do anything else but music every now and then. But it's good to be back grinding and touring and with the band. Excited.
I don't know about warm weather here, man.
I
I
know,
don't
right?
know about that one. We've been
Pretty rare.
praying for that one.
Yeah, for sure.
So tour just kicked off. How was the first shows?
First shows were amazing. I mean, it's been about 5 months since we played a show, so you never know coming back. But we have the best fans on the planet, and they were so excited to see us. And it kicks off night number 3 tonight, so we're looking for more of that moving forward.
So now you guys tour a lot. Do you guys consider yourself a road band?
Definitely, definitely. I mean, I'm trying to tour less now that as the years go on, you try to tour less. But it's definitely been in our DNA since the beginning. Touring is very much a part of the heart and soul of Pop Evi.
So now, how do you like living a good portion of your life touring?
What was it again? How did I like?
Now, how do you like living a good
got it.
portion?
We love touring. I mean, I think that just when COVID hit and we weren't able to tour, we really were shook. You know, it really reminded us of how just valuable that the touring world is, and just how important our fans are to us. If you go through a year without touring, that means you don't get to see your fan family, and things can be really depressing for us as touring musicians. So touring is definitely a big part of what we do, and I think for any band that's really lived it, and touring is a big part of their personality and the way that they run their business. It's very valuable, and it's essential to us as band members. It's a part of our. It's just like seeing your family, man. It's got to have it.
But now this is something bands have to do, right? Because people don't pay for the music hardly anymore.
Yeah, you got to tour. You're exactly right. And your crew especially too. Everyone's counting on the touring vehicle that provides for the whole band family. So it is very valuable. That's a good question. So it's very important.
And how do you adjust with the gas price of everything going up? It costs more to eat and gas, just basically everything that has to affect your life on the road.
Yeah, it stinks. That's for sure. It hasn't been fun with the price of touring going up, since 2020. So but we're just trying to deal with it. Us as musicians, we never got into it for the money anyway. So as long as we can pay our bills and we can keep doing what we love, then we try to do it. But definitely the price going up is definitely hurt.
Now, everyone has their bad days, and they can just say screw it and call into work and just take the day off. Even though you're in this band, it's still a job, and you don't have the luxury just to call off when on tour. So what do you do on your bad days?
Oh, man. You take a walk. Depends on where you're at. If you're in a cool city, you can go to a mall. You can go golf. You just try to do stuff that normal people would do in the real world. I think sometimes when you can just get away, even if the bad day's not so bad, but you just don't want to be around people, because this business, you're around people all the time. Sometimes you just want to be by yourself. I think sometimes that, getting into some things that you're into that are outside of music really help heal those bad days. So that's what getting into sports for me, or going to take a walk, man. Or if it's a nice day, going to play some sports is always good.
See that baseball cap.
There you go.
And the Kobe
There you
shirt. Yeah.
Kobe, sports, anything sports related is good for me.
Was it shocking when Hayley Cramer quit, or did you see it coming?
No, shocking for sure. I mean, Hayley, we all go through things that we're going through personally, and she's got her family, she's got her friends, and she's from another country, so there's a lot of variables for her and reasons for her why she probably didn't want to be here anymore. But definitely to lose a band member is always shocking for me. But again, you got to go on. Our personal families, everyone's counting on the band to provide, and the fans want to see you keep going. So we just knuckle up and face adversity. You got to just meet it head on and keep going.
How was Blake adjusting to the band?
Blake's been incredible. I mean, he's learned the whole catalog in about 2 months. So to have Blake here, he's been so helpful to Pop Evi on and off the stage for the past 3 or 4 years now. So now to have him in the band, hopefully as long as we can keep him, is an honor. And he's just such an incredible talent on and off the stage. And looking forward to seeing how long we can to run with this lineup now.
Does he know what he's in for?
I don't think any of us are together. I think there's just as much as there's new stuff for Blake, there's new stuff for all of us. So, but we're ready. We're all really, really close, the 5 of us, and we're all been brothers for a long time in the business, and we definitely are prepared for whatever awaits. We're ready.
So this tour is a promotion, right, for Skeletons?
Correct. Yep.
For being a year old, that album held up pretty tight.
No, thank you. You know, we're just again, it just a testament of what we're trying to do. We just always want to better our last record, and we definitely so proud of the Skeletons album, and think it's been out for a year now too. It's happened so fast, and I'm already halfway done with the new record. So you know, we're just constantly everything is about the next. So I'm honored to have any album doing well, and this one certainly has been a big album for us.
How do you pick your set list? I mean, like you have so many hits, but you have a new album to promote. How do you balance it all out?
Stop. That's the hardest part right there. I mean, it's a great question. You know, trying to balance songs that you want to play with the songs the fans want to hear. That's a tough question, you know, because there's certainly songs I think any band has that older stuff they just don't want to play or we don't have time. Obviously, with Blake being a new drummer, you know, we're trying to play some of the newer stuff that he knows. Maybe, you know, after he's been here for a couple of years, it might be fun to go back to the older stuff. But for now, it's all about the new and where we're going in the future.
When touring as much as you do, how do you find time to write and record new music?
That's a good question too. You gotta separate it. You know, like when you're touring, you focus on touring. For me, when I'm off, then I'll focus on writing. And when you do that, then I feel like I can be 100% invested on what you're doing at the moment, right? So, but that balance is, it's been a struggle in the early years of my career, but now kind of getting ahead of that. Certainly, again, the time off that we had starting there with that pandemic was huge, and reminding me how I could have time outside of the stage and off tour. So that helped.
What is on your writer?
My rider, our riders are all tricked down. I think I have some bubbly on my rider, Coke Zero, and then the rest we're responsible to buy on our own if we want it. So no, unfortunately, nothing crazy. No cool M&Ms, green M&Ms, and we had those at one point though. We had all the crazy stuff, and now it's pretty. We're all healthy waters and bubblies and boring.
No chicken wings, bro. You're
No
in
chicken
Buffalo.
wing, vegetarian. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. And if I'm going to eat, maybe every now and then, very rare, maybe fish. But I do love the Anchor Bar. I've had many nights there to have some buffalo wings in Buffalo here. So I miss it, but I'm healthy. I feel way better. So it is what it is.
do you have a ritual before you go on stage?
Uh, kind of nothing really. I just take a little bit of moment to myself to just kind of be grateful nowadays that I'm still able to be doing this healthy, like we said. I'm grateful for the fans. So you try to just give a little respect to that. But as far as the band collectively, nah, we don't. But who knows now with Blake and the lineups changed a little bit. We'll see if we have some. Maybe next time you interview me.
Ever have a crazy interaction with a fan?
Lots. I don't know. I remember one that we had it was a cool interaction, but we were given a gift and it was voodoo dolls of ourselves.
Ooh.
It's pretty wild. It's
Have
pretty
you ever
cool.
messed around with them?
No, I didn't. I didn't mess around with it at all. I don't know much about it, so I didn't want to. I didn't want to find out.
Dare you to snap
Yeah,
it.
dare you to flick it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. Unique gift, definitely something I never forgot.
What is your favorite memory from playing a show?
Favorite memory playing show. It depends on what era, right? There's a lot of great memories. Um, I don't know. I think. What could I tell you now? I mean, I remember the first show. I remember the first time hearing the band on the radio. You know, I think that was a cool moment. You know, and then the first time you get your first #1 record, that was cool. You know, and then all the great tours we played. First time playing in Europe. You know, so it just depends on the situation, but so many great memories.
What do you do on your downtime for fun?
Do on my downtime. That's sports, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm a big baseball fan. Love to golf, ride bikes, electric bikes. Don't get it twisted. Not want to be too healthy here, but you know, just whatever people like to do. I don't get a lot of off time, so I like to play my guitar. You know, for me, not necessarily for anyone else. I get to play it for me. I'm on downtime, and you know, just enjoy, man. Enjoy the fam.
What is next for you?
Next, story's still being written, so I don't know exactly, but I can guarantee you a lot of hard work, a lot more shows, keep playing, keep pushing, more music, and just a lot of the same, man. Keep it going.
Do you ever see yourself slowing down and not touring so much? Because, like you said,
Yeah.
it's a part of your DNA.
Yeah. No, I do, definitely. You know, I don't know exactly when that is, but I'd love to, you know, tour for half the year and have half the year with my family and friends, you know, to have a bit more of our lives back. But again, it's always been band first for me. So whenever the band tells me I can take a break, then I will. If not, then we got to keep going.
How do my followers follow you?
Yeah. You can follow us on the Instagrams, all the social media platforms that have Pop Evi. You can find us there. Or you can find me on my personal social media. I think I just really only have Instagram that I really am active on. And that's the links are all on the band pages. So find us there. If not, The best way to find me is on stage. So get yourself out to see Pop Evil on tour coming soon.
Any cool merch for Skeletons?
Any what one?
Any cool merch for Skeletons?
Yeah, lots of cool merch for Skeletons down at our merch booths. You need to check that out. All the hottest stuff is always on tour rather than online. So definitely you got to come check it out.
You got to hook up your boy with some fish. Yeah,
There you go. I got to get you a piece, man. Got to get you something sweet.
So fun question time. You're on death row and it's time for a final meal. What is on the menu?
Oh man, and I'm not eating vegetarian. Simple, dude. Steak and ribs, man, all day long, all day long. Even if I'm vegetarian, my last meal would be steak and ribs for sure.
What kind of steak? Would it be like a fancy like Wagyu?
Filet. Yeah, if they had it, I'd take some Wagyu.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
anything,
Yeah. I'll get some Wagyu, and I get some real thick, savory, barbecue lathered ribs with all the sauce, all the ton of fries. Just go unhealthy. I'd love it.
So it's death row and it's time for it's over. How are you going out?
I want to just go out quick. Just quick, man.
Like
Put me to
firing
sleep.
squad?
Yeah, I'll be out. That'd be pretty dramatic too. That'd be cool. That'd be a cool way to write it down.
No electric chair, man?
Nah, I'd rather not. I'm not into that. I'm not into that.
If you could have any superpower, what would you choose?
Superpower?
Yeah.
A fly would be cool. Invisible would be cool. I'd like all that. That'd be sweet to do. Yeah.
Well, thank you for being on my show, man. It's been my pleasure.
It's my pleasure, and thank you guys for watching.